So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, we're looking at AvePoint again, or Apex stock, or APXT stock. So of course, this one has not been doing too well over the past week. To be honest, it is down, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are kind of worried about that. I'm sure a lot of you guys are asking me what my personal opinions are, or just wondering what I would do with this stock, or of course, wondering what you can do with this stock. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is just my opinion, but tonight I'm going to be telling you what I think based on what we have seen over the past week. So yeah, if it does sound like a good plan for a video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We make videos like this on AvePoint every single day, so your subscription would be massively appreciated. On top of that, of course, if you want to come talk to us on Discord, you absolutely can. Link to the Discord will be down in the description. But yeah, guys, we're not even going to waste any more time. We're just going to jump straight in. Before we do, though, I am not a financial advisor, and this is all just my opinion. Guys, but with that being said, we're just going to start talking about how we have been moving, and then looking at what the company does, and then right at the end giving my opinions based on what we have seen. And then of course in tomorrow's episode we are doing a look forward onto next week and what I can anticipate happening based on what we have seen this week. So basically guys, over the past week we have been seeing some sell-off action, quite volatile to be honest, because we are seeing a lot of ups and downs, you know, within the charts, but overall the general direction is down. Things were looking positive on the 5th of January when we saw this big increase, putting us back up to $15.10. Unfortunately though, it went back down as fast as it came up, and that basically put us back where we were. Now of course we saw a bit of increasing and decreasing, here and there, but overall, like I said, it is generally down. Now I think what we saw as interesting was the 8th, the whole day of the 8th, which is when we saw this one really start to level out. And honestly, I do believe it even took a bit of a positive. So yeah, looking at this one, we are up a very small amount at 0.55%, but we are up, and that is a good thing. So based on what we are seeing, honestly, I do think we have some potential room for growth on Monday. Like I said, I'm going to talk more about that in tomorrow's episode, but overall I think we're in a good standing for the next week. So guys, based on what we have seen over the past week, I think we're definitely on a level right now where it's looking kind of bad for AvePoint. I don't think that's a terrible thing based on why, and my personal view for why is the fact that this stock has not announced a date for the merger. And of course, until a date is announced, people really don't know what they're dealing with. And of course, until a date is announced, newspaper companies can't start writing articles, and all that kind of stuff. It just doesn't really make sense for too many people to get in it until that date is announced. And for that reason, if you bought AvePoint back here at the highs when we all thought it was going up, I don't think it's too bad still. I still don't think that your, opportunity is over, but I would say you're going to be waiting some time for it, because we all know that the merger is going to be happening of Q1, which is of course this year, so that's any time from right now up until February and into March. Now, of course, by all means, if you are willing to invest and hold for the next 2 to 3 months, I do believe you're going to be seeing a decent return up to about $27 or $30 in my personal opinion, maybe even higher. But obviously it's a bit hard at the minute. But yeah, once we do get that date announced, I really do think we are going to be flying into the next week. Like I said, I do see some positivity, but I don't think it's going to be insane. I definitely think we can break past $15 again. I'm going to be talking about why in tomorrow's episode, but yeah, I definitely do think we can get back up there, but honestly I don't think it's going to be too high. So guys, looking at what AvePoint actually do. If you guys have been with us for a while now, you will know that AvePoint is basically a technology company that operates on the platform Microsoft 365, and of course help to manage it. Now they're a very strong growth company. They've been growing 25% revenue increases over the past few years, and they intend to do this into the future. Now when it comes to the actual merger and post-merger, I think this will be very beneficial to the investors, because of course we're seeing decent returns already, and I think subsequently the share price should be growing in future years. Honestly, I think this is a very decent company. I like the company, and I like what the company does, in my personal opinion. And I think we do see some room for growth coming in the next few years. But obviously, with what we are seeing right now, it is not looking good for the actual stock. Now, bear in mind, this one could go either way post-merger, depending on what we see leading up to it. So, when I say that, what I basically mean is, in my personal opinion, we could be seeing a merger like Helion, in the sense that Helion stock went up ever so high, it shot up so high, and of course that hype basically sold off post-merger. Or we could be seeing a merger like a few of the other companies that we have been seeing, where we did not see too hype pre-merger, but once the merger was announced, it absolutely rocketed. So it's hard to say, and I think, like I said, until that date is announced, it really is going to be holding us back. But yeah, I would like them to announce that one in January at some point soon, and I would like the vote to go ahead hopefully in February, early February, and of course the sooner that we can get this one on track, the better for everybody. already. For long-term investors, I don't think now is a bad point to buy, and for short-term investors, swing traders, day traders, whatnot, obviously we're not seeing enough growth in my personal opinion for day trading. For swing trading, like I said, I think if you're holding this one for 2 to 3 months, fair enough, but even at that point we don't know what kind of gains we are going to be seeing. Honestly, when it comes to swing trading the stock, personally I would either swing trade it from now until the merger, like I've said, or just not swing trade it at all, because even though I do see big gains coming around that time of merger, I can't really see, you know, gains as big as some of the other stocks I can think of off of the top of my head, and for that reason, you know, you really do have to be asking yourself, are you willing to hold out 2 to 3 months for a gain, which is going to be quite hard to predict, and of course we are going to be able to predict that a bit more accurately when we get a bit more details about the merger and as the date rolls ever closer. But right now, you know, the stock is down. I don't think it's bad. I think it's definitely going to go back up next week. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be too high if it does go back up, but I think it is going to be hopefully the start of that slow and steady growth leading up until the merger, with the growth obviously continuing to grow quicker and quicker and quicker as the merger date does come closer. But yeah, of course I'm going to be updating you guys up until the day of that merger, so if it does sound like a good plan, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed my quick opinions video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.